battle. You two. Three, two, one, go! battle. King K. Rool. 3, 2, 1, go! Start battle!
Greetings, what is up and a very warm welcome to the channel. The sun is shining and the magpie is casting. Coming to you all this Monday 31st of August 2020 with, well, we're going to start off with some Homeworld Deserts of Karak, and then we're going to cast a little bit of Company of Heroes 2, as is my wont. Playing a little bit of Smash Brothers there. Hopefully not too annoying or anything. I just thought, you know, rather than sitting here playing some music, I mean, I was playing Smash, so why not put it on the stream? Please bear with me here as I pour myself a cup of tea. So, let's see now. I believe I have queued up, ready to rock, a game of a game of Homeworld Deserts of Karak. So, at least I thought I had. Hold up. Splendid. Ooh. Yeah, I've been playing quite a lot of Smash Brothers recently, actually. Tis a good one. Damn fun. We've actually got a little sort of a weekly Smash Brothers evening on Thursday evenings, so nice to get a bit of practice in for that. So let's have a look. Looks like we've got a game on the Boneyard between Bozo Cow and A-Game Axe. Galzian vs Coalition. Alright, wow, so this one ought to be pretty fierce then. Bozo Cow has been leveling up hard when it comes to the Deserts of Karak. A-Game playing Coalition as well. That is, I mean, A-Game's like pretty damn good no matter what race he plays, but Coalition is kind of off-race-ish. I always think of A-Game as more of a Galzian player. Alrighty then, so spawning in the south here, playing as the Galzian forces, it will be Bozo Cow. Oh, hang on. You know what I've not done is... There we go. There we go. So spawning in the south here, playing as the Galzian forces, it's going to be Bozo Cow. And playing in the... You know what, I need to move this. Playing in the north. Spawning as the Black Coalition Forces. It's going to be A-Game Axe, who's just now finishing up Light Assault Vehicle Fab. So yes, Boneyard here is going to be the map. And as these two players get their initial build order underway, I'll take a minute right here just to talk about what's been going on over the last 2 weeks. Of course, apologies that I was not able to cast last Monday. Just work and everything was just absolutely... It was just an insanely busy week. I mean, it's still insanely busy, but I've actually managed to find time to cast this week. Wasn't able to last week. Very sorry for that. Let's see. What's been happening? Well, pardon me. We've been playing some Smash, as I said, because that is ridiculously fun. Been painting a lot of Warhammer 40,000, trying to get some games in, but obviously with COVID and everything, and having to take that quite seriously, it's been a little bit more difficult than usual. Had a game organised for this Saturday just gone, but unfortunately we were not able to make that happen. Should be playing some games this weekend coming, so that's really cool. I've been painting Death Guard, and I actually have a couple of playable Death Guard lists now, about 1,000 or 1,250 points. And really looking forward to that. Let's take a look here. So we've got pretty standard macro opening here coming out the Galzian player Bozo, and it looks like A-Game is also not doing anything too pokey. We don't have a daisy chain of assault vehicles coming across the map yet. Oh gosh, sorry, my nose is rather tickly. So yeah, going to be playing some Death Guard next weekend. It's going to be... I'm really excited, actually. I don't know if anyone's interested. I might take a couple of photos so I can show over on next Monday. But yeah, I've got a sort of Plague Marine based list with Mephitic Blight Haulers and a Winged Demon Prince that I converted. And I'm pretty excited about it because I'm a massive nerd. Yeah, I think my friends are going to be bringing Primaris Space Marines, Necrons, and there's another Chaos Space Marine player there as well. So that should be pretty cool, actually. That should be pretty entertaining. I'm looking forward to that. Alright, so here come the first couple of AAVs. Just starting to proceed across the map now. We're about 3 minutes in. Looks like neither player super interested in going for the objectives now. These sand skimmers, good scouting here for Bozo. Will identify the fact that there are AAVs coming out here. Could split them actually and have one go down each side here, and that way you get a slightly better idea about just how many are being built. But I imagine Bozo Cow is a pretty good player, pretty cognizant of the meta. He's probably going to figure out what's going on here. So here comes the first assault railgun. And that unit, of course, going to be really important to help counter these AAVs. Wow, he's actually kiting it back. I'm a little surprised about that. Surely you'd want to come forward and use these sand dunes to try and pulverize the AAVs. But actually, you know what? No. Fighting from back here seems absolutely fine. Gets the initial volley of assault railgun shots there into the lead armored assault. Going to pop smoke here. Is A-Game Angst just to screen the line of sight. More assault railguns coming out here. And of course, as the assault railguns come out, this attack is basically over. Just playing for time here. To a certain extent, you're trying to get the Galzian player to just overproduce assault railguns, because like this number of assault railguns is totally sufficient. If I know A-Game, he's probably going into, yep, air tech, there we go. Hey A-Game, what's going on? Hit Alt, re-enable hit bars. Thanks, buddy. Thank you. Did not catch that was turned off. Cheers. But yeah, as I was just saying, A-Game, I super was expecting you to follow up the AAVs with a fighter and gunship technology. Of course, it makes sense to force your opponent to build these railguns and then to go into attack, which the railguns are useless against, and with minimum investment into the AAVs, that makes sense to me. So we're going to see, as both these two players seem to have navigated the very early stages of this game very proficiently, no massive risks being taken. Wow, look at this Bozo Cow teching in the blind here, going for missile ship fabrication. Does make sense, of course. The obvious counter to what's going on here, the obvious next step for the coalition player is that air tech. Looks like we've got just now the third strike fighter is going to be finishing up here. And if these assault railguns overextend, then those strike fighters will pick them off. The missile ships are not out yet. In fact, they're not even going to be being built for another quarter of a minute here. So I think you've got to fall back with these assault railguns. There we go. Bozo Cow, going to grab them there. Keep them near your production cruisers, because those are the only anti-air that you have. And because there's nothing to be gained right now from pushing out onto the map, all you're really making is these units vulnerable, and that's suboptimal, shall we say. So here comes the missile ship. That one, we're going to be producing here momentarily.
Salvager construction complete.
And let's just check the tech here for the coalition player. So
Light attack vehicle rendered.
nothing too crazy. Here come the strike fighters.
Rally position designated. Rally position marked. Set charges right there.
Both players kind of moving forwards with their economy. Do we have the second production cruiser on the queue yet? No, actually. Huh. Sorry, I'm not production cruiser. I mean, I'm support cruiser here for the coalition player. So that's actually not coming just yet. So there's a little moment here where Bozo Cow is definitely out mining A-Game. So long distance mining on the third begins. And so what do we got here? We've got what, five assault ships and 3 strike fighters on support. And the defenses here looks like a decent amount of assault railguns. A couple of heavy railguns actually coming out into the mix now, it looks like. And 1 missile ship. That is probably enough as long as you're fighting near the production cruisers. Those strike fighters really can't get involved as long as you're fighting over here. If you want to move out on the map, 1 missile ship is not enough. But Bozo Cow building another, and with 2 missile ships, that really ought to be enough. So, looking like a super proficient game here so far between these two players, actually. Just very respectful, very mindful. And once Bozo Cow has enough heavy railguns, and we're getting there now, this army actually becomes a little bit scary. So Bozo Cow may very well elect to move out onto the map. Has a base runner, of course, going to grab that artifact. And now's when it should start getting a little bit scary, you have to think. One of the strike fighters there getting taken out by the missile ship. And it looks like we might have a fight here. A-Game going to assemble his forces behind this sand dune, but that's just enough assault railguns that he can probably take this head on. Where's the other missile ship? Okay. Oh, he's actually going to use the missile ship barrage. I was going to say, You can use the missile ship barrage to break these positions when your opponent's hiding behind line of sight blocking cover. The missile ship barrage does not care about line of sight. You can just fire through. So we're going to get some good sort of pre-damage onto this army, knocking off maybe a quarter of its health there. Super annoying. A couple of AAVs going to try and slip by here. I don't think A-Game thinks this is going to do anything, but A-Game is just buying time at this point. Just buying time. Doesn't really want to have heavy railguns. Like, if the heavy railguns manage to get to, like, this position here, that's problems for A-Game. That will shut down this mining location. So, this little backstab here, yeah, look, he's pulling all the railguns out of position. This is super annoying for Bozo Cow, who could be doing tons of damage elsewhere. To be honest, I'd be tempted to just let these go, send your army to attack, and let the units that you produce defend this. Because he's actually building heavy railguns anyway, which would hold this. So these two AAVs, heroic here for A-Game Anks. Going to buy him a lot of time here, which, I mean, I'm sitting up here with my caster vision, so I know that this is kind of the wrong thing for Bozo to have done, to task so many units with dealing with just two AAVs that were slipping by in the pocket there, but I mean, that's a really difficult call to make when you're in the game, so...
Coordinates verified. Awaiting deployment.
Uh-oh, looks like the base runner here. Okay, actually just kind of being used as bait, going to pull these AAVs into range of the heavy railgun. Smoke gets popped again, and that's going to save the AAVs for now. To be fair, A-Game is actually holding off a much bigger, much scarier army, just posturing with smaller numbers of inferior units here, so it's quite impressive, to be honest. But now here comes the hammer, and what will A-Game have? Well, we've got a lot of LAVs that have been balling up now. That is, what, 16, and the upgrades on them are strong. So, these LAVs could actually rip this army to pieces. Now, the missile ships are still there, and the missile ship barrages are really scary for the LAVs. But this going into LAVs is super interesting. I don't know if I agree with it or not. Power reserves are being done now for the Galzian player. Assault ship fabrication. Okay, demonstrating perhaps some interest in heading for siege cruiser. So we'll see if siege cruiser is going to be the tech here. Damage level 2 here coming up for A-Game. No power reserves done. Where did that artifact get? Yeah, looks like... Oh, no. The LAVs are going to come for a dive here, and that should block the artifact from extracting. One assault railgun is not going to be enough here. Wow, these LAVs are significantly out of position. If you wanted to make a play in mid, now's the time, Bozo. But it looks like he's actually not going to. Siege cruisers, or artillery cruisers as they're called, are on the way now for A-Game Anks. He's also researching tactical bombers. That's pretty interesting. Oh my god, where is there... Okay, there's no missile ship around here. Whoa, LAVs do good damage. So that is a rapid demise for that base runner, and the artifact it was carrying as well will not be scoreable.
Systems offline. Carrier weapon systems online. Moving to destination. Moving to destination.
I feel like this whole area is really soft right now for A-Game, and has been for the last few minutes, and Bozo has been posturing around here and keeping this force here, but not actually applying it, and there's definitely some value, I reckon, that could have been gotten. The artillery cruiser is out now, though, and that will sort of force his hand. What are we going to do here? Because he can't just sit back forever now that these rockets are raining in. Doing such good damage. Now the LAVs are going to come in. Whoa, a little bit of friendly fire here. Got to be careful. Missile ship barrages. He's going to spend them both. Risky. Uh-oh, spending them both. That's a problem. You want to spend them one at a time to buy as much duration of protection as possible. No, now the assault railguns are lunging forwards. Ugh. Ugh. And the thing is, if these missile ships get taken out, how many air forces? There's 2 tactical bombers on the queue waiting to come on in here. So now A-Game can use these artillery cruisers as a shield. You can see keeping them behind this line of sight blocker here, and just using the artillery cruisers as a shield to hold at bay this massive force that that Bozo Cow has amassed. So just raining fire out onto the map. Wow, Bozo Cow is actually coming forwards. I don't know about this because the LAVs will shred these units if they get a chance. Alright, he actually gets some shots onto the artillery cruisers. That's a bit annoying for A-Game. Not the end of the world, though. And here comes an assault cruiser, actually. That will be the hold here. Easy hold, yeah. And here comes the precision bomber, just for a bit of extra boom boom. Looks like a couple of... oh, God, is the precision bomber coming in super deep? What is he after? Okay, he gets a couple of railguns. I don't really think that that's worth it. I think, was that a misclick from A-Game? Not sure. On that precision bomber, I'm a little, or the tactical bomber even, I'm kind of confused. Alright, this bomber is going to be coming around the map. There's a missile ship locking on. Uh-oh. This should be good. It's going to get like 2 salvages. Oh wow, it actually doesn't one-hit salvages. I didn't know that. Alright, well he's going to get the bomber out of there though, so that's cool. So now it looks like the focus of the action is going to be here, where these artillery cruisers are still doing their best. One of them's actually been considerably worked down. These assault ships are starting to be really annoying. What are these here? Missile ships coming in. Okay. Oh, he really wanted to get that artillery cruiser, and it would have been nice. We're not going to be able to. The Galzian carrier considerably... Actually, no, sorry. Both players are about to be finishing power reserve level 3, so... Both players' carriers are equally weaponized. Uh-oh, does he know about these LAVs that are coming for the backstab? That is basically the bulk of A-Game's military might right now. That's really scary. Looks like Bozo is going to preemptively evacuate this mining location in order to try and mitigate any potential damage. He's going to have to deal with these guys, though. They're so fast. They can just roll through here and then continue to evade the army. This is a problem. These LAVs are actually a problem. Have we got turbo boost finished? Yeah. Alright. I think if A-Game knew just how little defense there was over here, he might have sledgehammered in a bit harder with these LAVs. But as it is, this is real economic damage. And perhaps there's a real argument to be made here. Oh, goodness me. Wow, actually, Bozo's going to commit in hard with the carrier. Oh, I don't like this, because now the LAVs come in for the backstab. Oh, no. Oh, that's game. Oh, yikes. Right. Well, the wheel's very suddenly ejected from the chassis here for Bozo Cow. That will be game, unfortunately. There's no way out of this, I don't think. I mean, the Galzian carrier is fast and cool, but, I mean, that's a lot of artillery cruisers. Oof. To be honest, I would task the LAVs with hitting this carrier as well, and the tactical bombers are going to start hitting it as well. Wow, that's game. Jeez. Okay, so that was a really close game that was balanced on a knife edge until Bozo Cow decided to move through this location and commit in with the carrier. I don't know if Bozo just felt a little bit flustered there by the fact that the LAVs were driving around the backfield, but by moving into this area, kind of set himself up for the perfect pincer attack, where like the LAVs were coming from behind, which hit all of his soft but high damage units, like all the railguns basically. Which is the perfect thing for LAVs to be doing. LAVs always want to be shooting railguns. And then that left his carrier exposed in front of 2 artillery cruisers. And we all know artillery cruisers are very good against carriers. But until that point, this game looked really even. And, I mean, I've got to commend Bozo Cow for just playing a super mindful, super level-headed early and mid game against A-Game, which is difficult, to be honest, and even at points making A-Game look pretty uncomfortable. I definitely think that there were times when Bozo Cow had forces here when he could have leaned in for a bit more value, got a bit more damage, and made A-Game considerably more uncomfortable, actually. So a really interesting game, over in a heartbeat, as oftentimes it is in Deserts of Karak, to be honest. So, wow, cool, what a cracker. Enjoyed that one a lot. Oops. Groovy. All right. So, let me just update the stream information. We'll be launching some Company of Heroes 2. What the? That's annoying. It seems like it actually didn't update just now. All right, well, hopefully the stream information is now correct. Groovy. Okay, well, we're going to just jump straight into the Company of Heroes 2, I think, today. So, hopefully we've already got a game here that should be pretty decent. Spawning in the north, playing as the Austrian Wehrmacht forces, it's going to be PG. And spawning in the south, playing as the Soviet forces, here on Crossroads Winter, it's going to be Skeletron. So, there were a lot of people watching this game when I signed up to view it. So, we'll see. We will see exactly why there were so many viewers. But, I mean, Soviets versus Wehrmacht is a matchup that I always enjoy. And I really like the Austrian Doctrine. It's very cool. So, this one has all the trappings. Has all the indicators of hopefully going to be a good game. But that's never any indication, especially when it comes to Company of Heroes 2. You never can be sure. Sometimes someone just dies. But, to be honest, that for me is part of the beauty of RTS. You never know what you're going to see. Sometimes it's a curb stomping, and that's okay with me. That's okay with me. I think when people go to see other sporting matches, like if you go to see boxing or football or something, usually people want to see a close game. Everyone wants to see a close game. That's true. But also, the opposite of that is if you get a game that's so one-sided, it's kind of, like you feel it in your gut. You're just like, oh, that's rough, whether it's pretty much any sport. You know, like everybody loves a close game of football. Not that I know anything about football. But when it's like a 5-1 or something, you know, that is also a good game for someone, for the people who are, you know, supporting that team or whatever. Sports ball, go sports ball. See, I did some sports ball references. Look at me. So, all right, looks like we've got a pretty standard Ostripin opening here. Up to 3 squads of Ostripin. We have the MG42 here. That's going to be getting set up here, and that immediately is going to put the Axis player into a sort of bit of a composition advantage. Just Ostripin backed up by an MG42 will always beat conscripts, engineers, and in this case, Penal Battalion, which is what we've got. Indicating, of course, that this is a Special Rifle Command opening, and we're going to have a clown car coming out here momentarily for Skeletron. So, yeah, we're going to see the lesser spotted Soviet tech going to be opening this game here for Skeletron, and I'm keen to see what's going to get done. Here comes that scout car now, and I imagine that's going to be hooking up with some engineers who are going to be purchasing a flamethrower once the requisite munitions are there in about a minute or so at present rates. And we can get underway in earnest here. Ostripin's here just going to be mowing down these conscripts. That's a pretty risky fallback, to be honest. He's going to be okay with it. A little closer than you'd like, though. Clown car here in the south. Taking a bit of a risk. I mean, I suppose your Ostripin opponent at 3 minutes is unlikely to have a tech building, but if you got Fausted here, you'd feel a bit dumb.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh god, he leans in hard. Oh, he gets a squad wipe. Oh. Squad struppen. Oh god, squad whooping. Oh, I mean, it's a good thing Ostripin squads only cost 200 manpower, I suppose. But I mean, that's a kick in the teeth. That one will hurt. They get replaced almost immediately, and you know, losing a squad at this early juncture, your manpower income is still quite high. It's not going to slow you down too much, but of course, you're going to have a worse game than you would if you didn't lose that squad. So lovely stuff there by Skeletron. Definitely, how do we do this? It's been a while. Definitely finding
First blood.
Yeah, I remembered how to do that. So that's really nice there. Oh, but the clown car here gets tagged by a Faust. Ooh, you've got to get your engineers out, bro. You're going to be taking some fire. Christ, he picks up the MG42 squad as well. Not going to actually get the unit kill as such, but this is really annoying. Actually, he has a lot of forces here. If you get the satchel charge onto that MG42, you're a hero. No, he's not. It's too late now anyway. Oh god, he actually elects not to fall the MG42 back. There's definitely... Oh, he doesn't have the muni for a satchel charge anyway. Alright, fair enough. Cool. For a second there, I thought there was going to be a chance where he could get their satchel charge onto the MG42, and that would have been McSpicy, to say the least. But this game is balanced in a way that he wasn't able to do that, and that's probably good. I don't mind that at all. So let's crack the tack here. Get an overview of what's happening here. Looks like Axis Force is essentially going to be dominant on the field for the next minute or so. Is that a Dushka? Oh, hello. That means we've got a commander pick here. Oh, it's going to be Lend-Lease. Pardon me. God, I love Lend-Lease. I haven't seen Lend-Lease for quite a while, actually. Lend-Lease is spice. It's very nice. I really like Lend-Lease. Gives you a lot of stuff. This... Oh, dear, though. Oh, no. Struppen's here. Okay, he does catch them in the arc. Nice. Oof. You don't want your Dushka to get sort of have to fall back as soon as you call it in. That is what, 300? 300 manpower. Yeah, expensive squad. But it does provide value there. It's going to be a 222 scout car here for PG as we move forwards. But yeah, Lend-Lease. Wow. So you get your M4C Shermans, you get your Dushkas, you get the command, you get the M5 half track with the guards inside. But they're the They're the assault guards. You get the, what is this? Allied supply drop. Okay, cool. I'd forgotten that that's a part of this commander, but there you go. Wicked. Always nice to have a bit of resource manipulation available. And you also get the conscript repairs, apparently. Cool. I mean, they've changed this commander so much, to be honest. That is nothing like what it used to have when it released. But conscript repairs, I actually secretly really like. So that's pretty cool. Dushka in mid here, going to be exchanging with an MG42, getting perilously low, unable to fall back now. The 222 on guard here. That's really bad. Are we just going to lose the... Oh, God. Oh, no, but the 222 parks in front of the Dushka. Ah, this is the one thing we didn't want to happen. This is the one thing we didn't want to have. All right, now you have to get the machine gun out. You have to get the machine gun out. Oh, he's going to lose the Dushka. If you lose it in the building, you can't pick it up again. Maybe that's what he wants, actually. There are no Soviet forces nearby to re-grab that, and he doesn't want the Ostrogin to get their dirty mitts on his heavy machine gun. Yeah, so he's just going to have to lose the Dushka. Oh, that's so bad. Christ, these two players just exchanging blows here. Now here comes the half-track assault group, PPS. Sorry, no, the Tommy gun toting guards assault unit they're in. Going to be coming in here hard here. He actually wants a piece of the 222. The gun on the half-track is actually reasonable against that, and it's much more reasonable now that it finishes. You have to drive forwards a little bit more. Oh, he has to... Oh, God, he takes the Faust. That's pretty bad, but he will get the 222. Wow, you see what I mean about these two players just exchanging blows here. And the Struppens will be wiped as they fall back across the open. The quad-mount AA half-track taketh no prisoners. And that is grimy. You know what's really grimy? The state of this Axis army. He's going to rebuy the 222, and... we're down to Panzergrenz, Ostropen, MG42 Pioneers. That is 4 squads against the M5 half-track with quad mount, the guards with Tommies, 2 squads of Panals, some conscripts, and an engineer with flamethrower. That is a lot more offensive might for the Soviet player here. But munitions are being spent here. Cluster grenade and a Faust going to connect onto the M5 half-track. That unit now very low, but... I don't think there's really enough here. Okay, so there's an MG42. Oh, wow, he's backing it up into the arc of the MG42, which is packing up, actually. Okay. Oh, no, he's... Okay, well, that's just a dead M5 then. Yeah, okay, yeah, the 222 will pick that up even without the MG, of course. Forgot about that. So, all right, can we pick up the 222 here on the way back? I don't think so. Are those conscripts? No, those are penals. All right, and there's no munitions here for the anti-vehicle satchel. So, going up to 2. This is a Drittensvoy 122 that will be coming out here in a second. And that's just a lot to be spending on scout cars, I suppose. I mean, it's not that they're not good, but... is this really what we wanted to do? Alright, so we're going up to 2 222s. And with the M5 being destroyed... Wow, he's actually bought PTRSs on his penals. Skeletron. Nice. I mean, obviously that's really good against 222s, isn't it? So, I like it. Let's look at the scoreline, which I've not done so far at all this game. Sometimes I do that, and I look up the scoreline at 10 minutes, and someone's like lost 300 points or something crazy. But no, this is actually very close. The Soviet player trailing by a mere 23 points. These two players have basically been killing each other's units at such a rate. Neither of them has really been able to establish like overwhelming field control. Skeletron right now with the resource advantage. Kind of surprising. Wow, these are, what is this? Panzer Grenadiers doing a great job. They're going to grab the cutoff and then move on to the fuel point for further annoyance. Very good stuff. You know what, we did actually have some follows whilst I was away. In the meantime, we had Cute Animal Eater followed, so I'm just, you know, randomly going to shout out to that. Thank you very much for following. Really appreciate it. Welcome aboard. Hey, creative name. Good to see you, friend. I hope you've been well. It's been a couple of weeks, but yeah, I hope you've had a good time. Hi, I'm Magpie. Oh yeah. That's not true. Okay, the 222 is going to come in here. The PTRS equipped guards are on the chopping block. It looks like they may escape. One model goes down. The base defense Dushka opening up. Oh no, the 222, he's coming in. He wants the squad. Well, that'll be that then. Nothing that you can do to prevent that. Blah! They do drop the PTRS, which is kind of nice. So this penal squad here is going to pick that up. Whoa, they're not picking it up. Oh god, that was probably a slight misclick. He probably wanted that for the damage. The T-70 is going to arrive at a crucial moment here. Picks up one of the 222s, and on a road is going to be able to, you have to think. Oh, I mean, they're both on road, but... Oh no, the Faust is here! Okay, he does get the 222. He's going to take a Faust for his trouble and then probably get out okay. Christ, these two players are just trading units so hard. This has been a bloodbath. Like, we're 12 minutes into the game and each player has just 4 units. You got schmeggled by Asia Mint last tourney. Oh, I feel for you. That doesn't sound good. I mean, I'm not sure I've ever heard the word schmeggled before, but damn. How far did you get? Alright, so it looks like the Soviet forces going to be doing their best to stitch together some sort of a supply line here. MG42 out in the east, grabbing the munitions point here. Only to the second round. Wow, I mean, Asia Mint is really good, so fair enough. I mean, I am slightly surprised though, Creative Name, because every time I cast you, every time I catch a game of yours on the ladder, you just look like the most proficient killing machine ever. It's like watching a school child try and take on Arnold Schwarzenegger as the Terminator. You're just like, no, and just like kill them. That's like every game of yours I've ever cast. Yeah, Asia Mint's a hell of a player. So was it close? Was it a good game? Was it a good series? And yeah, Zavan, yeah, the control points have barely been touched. These two players have just been annihilating each other's units. So, and the resource differential has been approximately even as well. This is like Company of Heroes 2 deathmatch, arena deathmatch. First to 50 unit wipes wins. Where is this MG34 coming from? Oh, the supply drop. There we go. 400 manpowers gives you fuel, munitions, an MG34, and a Pack 40. So that's where he's got all these units from. That's pretty useful. Cool. Oh, I'm glad it was a good series then, Creative Name. There's nothing worse than getting beaten and being like, oh, you know what? I forgot to build my second pylon or something stupid, or like, there's nothing worse than losing and you know it was your mistake. At least the games were a good series. I like that. Second T-70. I mean, I don't hate it. Has Skeletron scouted the Pack Gun though? He must have scouted the Pack Gun, yeah. Wow, these German forces are coming in deep, actually. Going to grab the cutoff and everything. That's super annoying. Gosh, what an action-packed map this is being. Super fast game. Panzer Grenadiers are going to get flushed by the first T-70. The second one is rolling out. Soviet player has just lost, what? The guard assault dudes have just gone down somewhere. I didn't actually see exactly where they died. Oh, I think it was here. Yeah, those are guards' cloaks. So they got killed by, I believe, the 222 up here in the north. T-70 is going to come in hard onto this 222. The other T-70 is doing a nice work on the Pack Gun, actually, with some help from the conscripts. That's going to be really nice. The Faust gets chipped in from these Struppens, but it's probably not going to be enough. The Pack Gun manages to get a round off just before the T-70 fires to take out the 222. Oh, God. That's so annoying. And now the Pack Gun is actually going to try to find this T-70. The engine isn't broken. Will he get a shot? He gets a shot, but it is a miss. So one of the T-70 is going to escape, and things feel like they're beginning to slide away from Skeletron here, don't they? That supply dropping in the MG34 and the Pack Gun, both of which badly needed for PG, has enabled PG to take a nice fight there, and keeping the 222 in exchange for one of the T-70s is lovely. Now here comes another half track with the guards. So, the Soviet player still has units to work with. This definitely isn't over, but we're trailing now by, 140 tickets? And the resource differential is really beginning to start to swing in favor of the Axis player. And the unit, the actual combat, the Soviet player is definitely coming off worse in a lot of these trades now. So I'm beginning to worry a little bit for Skeletron here. Seems like Skeletron always gets off to really action-packed starts in games, but then sort of falls over a little bit. Now, I don't want to say that that's what's happening here. Still got a lot of play left in this game, but there's a little bit of a A little bit of a warning sign here, and the Axis army is definitely bigger, meaner, and stronger right now. But yeah, this is an odd match creative name, no doubt. Out of curiosity, creative name. I'm not sure if I asked you before, but whereabouts are you based? Sort of. I'm just wondering, like, what sort of region you're in when you play, what time zone and so on. Just curious. I'm pretty sure I've asked you in the past, but I just have a really bad memory for stuff. Alright. MG's going to escape. Combat on the other flank. Looks like the 222 here. Oh my god. Wailing on these assault guards. They want the pack gun. They're not going to get it. Not with the 222 here. The PTRS cons are going to come into the hood. Oh god, no. We can't be losing the guards. The PTRS cons are going to cover the guards. Oh no, now the M5 is on the chopping block. I mean, he gets the pack gun, but for what? Oh god. That's an abandoned half-track. Okay, yeah, alright. The kill comes down. For a horrible second, I thought we were going to be living in a world where the Axis player also has an M5 half-track. That would probably end this game very quickly. Alright, T-70 out in the west here. Doing a reasonable job. Whoa, that's railway artillery. There's another one. These are some brave conscripts. What are we doing here? How much munitions is that? 200, wow. So I think you just get the 3 shells, or do you get a 4th? No, it's 3. Alright, there we go. It's funny, I mean, that actually was a thing that the Germans had. Hitler did actually have a giant railway cannon. Jesus, World War II was a hell of a time. I've been rereading a lot of my sort of, 20th century history recently, and there's just... I feel like a lot of the stupidity and awfulness that we see in the world today would be avoided if more people read their history. If you don't know your history, it's like not having a memory. It's pretty bad. And I think that there are also people in offices of power who, as far as I can tell, just haven't read any history, because the things they're doing, it's just like, yeah, people have tried that in the past. Anyway, I digress. Su-76? Well, colour me surprised. He's going to use the barrage as well. Ah, take that, Panzer Grenadiers. Okay. I mean, Skeletron is not dead yet, but we're down at 220 now. Under 488. And the composition, I think, still favours the Axis player. But as long as Skeletron is careful, then we can definitely navigate our way into the late game. But you will have to be careful. Getting this triple cap is nice. Uh-oh, getting the engine broken on the T-70 is risk. The pack gun gets set up in a lovely position. You gotta move out, bro. Ooh, the pack roll's a miss. 222 is going to come in to try and capitalise, though. The Su-76 will be here to cover, though, so that's fine. This is what I mean. As long as you're careful, the T-70 and the Su-76 are actually durable and multifaceted enough that as long as you're careful, which this is not, we're just coming in with the Su-76. Jesus. Bro. Calm down. Yeah, he's going to get that one out of there, and that makes sense. So there's another, this is the Allied supply drop this time. Okay, because both players have access to a supply drop type ability. That's a Panzer IV on the queue. I've not actually been following the Axis tech whatsoever. Sounds like the supply drop was actually shot down. Did that not drop the crates? Oh my god, I think the 222 actually shot that down. Did anyone see that? I didn't see any crates come down. Oh no, how much does that cost? 100 munitions. Christ, if that was shot down, that really stings. So, okay, well clearly, Battle Phase 2 is done. I believe it's 2. Do we call it Hang on, I'm looking at the wrong base. Ha ha ha. So Support Armor Corps is here. Battle Phase 2 is done. Panzer IV is here. And that is problems. Meanwhile, for the Soviet player, no sign of the Mechanized Armor Campanier at this time. And that Panzer IV is going to hit hard. He knows where the Su-76 is. So the Panzer IV is actually going to come out the base the other side. Interesting. I wonder what the plan is with this one. Looks like he just wants to bring it in perhaps just slightly to the sides and or rear of the Su-76, and that makes sense. Okay, so the T-70 gets the scout. Now we know it's a Panzer IV. Dushka in a nice position here in mid. Going to actually get a suppress on a lot of Axis infantry. He's focusing the Flamer squad. That's good. Gets the fullback. Su-76 in jeopardy, though, and I can't see that he's going to get this one out. Oh, no. Gets Fausted, you see. Ostrapen. And he's going to rebuild the Su-76. Are you sure? Did he just not get a... he never got the support weapon Campanier. I didn't spot this either. Just because you're going Lend-Lease, man. This is the problem. Because now he kind of has to build Su-76s because he cannot build Zis guns. And I just feel like Zis guns are the answer here. You need to hold your fuel for teching. And you need to build Zis guns. Zis guns are honestly probably better than Su-76s anyway, because what you're looking to do is just hold the line. Hold 2 VPs, keep your resources flowing, keep this Panzer at bay with a pair of Zis guns. And then you're fine. But we don't have access to that line because we don't have the support weapon Campanier. And, you know, it's not too late to throw it, but it's late. It's damn late. And that way you can hold on to your tech, because if you're being forced to pay 70 fuel, effectively, for a Zis gun, in inverted commas, I believe they're 70 fuel. 75. You ain't ever going to attack. And these are not durable units. The Su-76 is not a durable unit. Wow, he actually comes in behind the Panzer IV. Don't... Oh god, there could be mines out here or anything, bro. What are we doing? Oh, that surely feels like it might be game, because with this Su-76 being destroyed, like, there's just no... There's no way. How are you going to deal with the Panzer IV? Is he going to get the 222? He will. Now the Panzer IV comes back in, though. Oh, he's going up to 2 Panzer IVs, and he's rebuilding another Su-76. I think Skeletron may very well die in this game because they never actually managed to build the support weapon Campanier. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's the way it feels, because I mean we couldn't really answer 1 Panzer IV, and in a second here we're going to be asked to answer 2. That seems like too much. I just don't see a way. Another allied fuel drop coming in here. And because there's no 222, that one actually does come over. The 222, remember, is like really decent anti-air. It's like seemingly almost as good, if not better, than an Ostwind. Is he going to call it? Yeah, Skeletron's going to call it there. There's just no real way out. Yeah, we just took too much damage too early on. And then we were stuck in a place where we didn't really have the tech to keep up the fight. And yeah. I mean, I see this a lot from Skeletron, just putting a lot of resources into the sort of early mid aggro train, trying to do some weird builds, but then not shoring up the tech and not leaving themselves a way out. And I feel like that's kind of what we saw again. Interesting. All right, well, I've got time for another cast, so we'll grab one more game. We've got Computer Man versus Jibber Jabber Jobber. Oh, cool. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm going to cast that one. Let's give that one a look. We don't often cast Lost Glider, and it's a UKF game as well, so get some other factions on the stream here. Don't know who the hell Computer Man is, but Jibber Jabber Jobber is a veteran of the chat on my channel, so nice to catch a game from one of the personalities who we see here on the channel sometimes. As we wait for this one to load in. Alrighty. Spawning in the north, playing as the Overcommand West pieces, it will be Computer Man here on Lost Glider. And spawning in the south, playing as the United Kingdom forces, it will be Jibber Jabber Jobber. who I might just call J cubed or JJJ or something, because that is a lot to say. That is 6 syllables, and I don't really have time to be going all the way to 6 syllables every time I need to say a player's name. So Computer Man going to be going immediately with the strategic reserves. No, sorry, the Grand Defensive Doctrine. That's the one. Sorry, my bad. So Grand Defensive Doctrine gets picked. This, of course, actually probably a fine map for Panzer Fusiliers and all of the other upgrades, to be honest. Smoke Bomb's always useful. The Infrared STG is kind of lame, but, you know, you can't have 5 amazing upgrades. Panzer Commander, ever useful, and the Tigre tank, super strong. Call him Jibber. I mean, that makes sense. Yeah, nice one, creative. Thanks. Wow, we've actually got a double Kubel opening. This is probably a Lost Glider build. This feels like a Lost Glider build. I think you can get away with this on Lost Glider just fine. Okay, triple. Okay, right. All right. Okay, so all right. I feel like now that there's a third Kubelwagen, I feel like this is probably less of a Lost Glider build and more of just a cheese build. So, I mean, the idea is that you take the ground pretty quickly because that's what Kubels do and they're very good at it, and then you try to pile on pressure with a sort of a pushing wave style with the what are these guys? Storm Pioneers on repairs. He does that on every map, every matchup. Oh, okay. Wow. Really? Okay then. All right. Well, okay. Well, this just in. Creative Name says he does this all the time. When you say that's what... Oh, yeah, okay, sure. Okay. So the Storm Pioneers are kind of losing a fight to Tommies right now. That's a bit embarrassing. There we go. Now they managed to take the DPS lead. Still trading out a lot of damage there. Remember, you want to keep the Storm Pioneers like relatively healthy. Yeah, second squad of Storm Pioneers. All right, so we don't see this super often, but this is an early game offensive aggro kind of build that OKW have access to on any map, because it only utilizes their most basic tech-free units, of course. Because, of course, the Kubelwagen is a vehicle, that means that Storm Pioneers can repair it, and even repair it quite quickly. So you can play quite a mobile, aggressive, responsive style using your Storm Pioneers and your Kubelwagens, because if you do it correctly, you don't really have to fall back very often, because the Storm Pioneers just repair the Kubelwagens. So, and this is a build that probably does quite well against quad Tommies. I mean, Tommies are just riflemen. They don't actually come with an anti-vehicle grenade. They should, as long as Computer Man actually micros these Kubels and the Storm Pioneers correctly, this ought to be an environment where this build can flourish. So the question is he going to group the Kubels up and be super pushy? Probably not. Or is he going to just keep them spread out around the place and try to play for ground and things? I think it's got to be the latter, especially on Glider. On a smaller map, you could probably just try and keep your opponent off the map with the ball of Kubels, like on Crossroads or something, or Langreskaya. But on Lost Glider, it's just so big, I don't think you're ever really going to be able to... Oh no, he's going to lose a Kubel though. Yeah, that's a problem. Alright, we gotta start transitioning out of this now. With that Kubel going down, it's... You just really can't take any fights now. There's a very rusty Stuka. I would say that that's like a fake Stuka. You know, like a decoy Stuka. Alright, so yeah, the Storm Pioneers and the Kubelwagens kind of getting flushed out now. A lot of British guns in all these buildings, a lot of Lee Enfields firing away from a decent concave. And, oh, wow, he loses the engine. Of course, the boys from Wales, they do come with an anti-vehicle grenade. It's going to be Battle Gripper HQ tech here for Computer Man. So that's the way we're going to be teching here. This is just not a functional army, though. Like, Kubelwagens and Storm Pioneers doesn't really work, like, past the 5-minute mark. and it didn't really work before the 5-minute mark. I mean, I applaud the effort, Computer Man, but I feel like this is not a very good style. I guess this is why we don't see this very often.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
Whoa! Hang on a second, there's another truck on the queue? So soon? Huh.
A capture point is being overrun.
Alright, Computer Man is just doing things at the moment, and I don't know what those things are. I've not seen OKW used this way for a while, and it's not all going terribly, to be fair. I mean, he's actually taken 2 of the victory points, so we have like what a 58 ticket lead right now, soon to be a 60 ticket lead. That's not terrible. Loses another Kuba Wagon here. Kuba Wagons never long for the world, though, are they? This Kuba Wagon getting repaired by 8 Storm Pioneers. Boing! There we go, it's pretty fast repair rates. Alright, so he actually completed the second Schwermacht Schlepper. That was not a misclick, so we're going to try and get a quick Schwerpanzer HQ out on the map, I guess. We're up to 3 squads of Storm Pioneers? This is so weird. Safe to say I definitely don't fully understand what is occurring here. AEC here going to be the build for Jibber Jabber Jobber, and that will probably just beat everything. Like, that seems pretty good. Oh no. Oh, okay, Storm Pioneer's going to get a squad wipe on. That was the squad which had the medkits as well, so that's a bit annoying for the UKF player here. Jibber in a little bit of trouble there, but I mean, not the end of the world. We still have 3 squads of Tommies, and with the AAC coming out, the Allied army is still in an absolutely fine position, so, you know, that's okay. Schwerpanzer HQ is going to get set up here. So what, are we just going to go into Obersoldaten now? I'm guessing, like, just Obersoldaten? I'm still, like, a bit mystified about what's going on here. So Obersoldaten now just costing 340 manpower, so you could probably get out 2 squads of Obersoldaten in the next couple of minutes here, and getting Obersoldaten out this early is pretty cool because obviously they scale super well with veterancy. Oh god, here comes the AEC. He's going to run into the Schwerpanzer HQ though. Actually, Panzerorth is not complete, so he's going to be able to get a shot for free. Then the gun finishes. Now he has to give way. The building here is going to beat that, but so, I mean, I don't think it's going to be difficult for Jibber here to just go for some QF 6-pounders, or even just 1, but 2 would be great, and then just like ping down the Schwerpanzer HQ. Oh no, gonna lose the Storm Pioneers. Oh, I hate to say it. I hate to say it, everyone, but I think this one might be a quick one, because Computer Man is just doing things that don't really make sense, and it's getting punished. So, basically. Storm Pioneers are amazing units, but they're very synergistic units, and when you're using them by themselves, they're not great. So the AEC here is going to pick off the Kubel, and we now have just 3 units for the Axis player at the 9-minute mark. The forward assault officer, oh, actually gets cancelled there. Jibber thinking better of it. We're going to go for a, no, not going for a QF. Fair enough. I think Jibber is so far ahead here, like, you probably basically just win the game if you're able to get a QF 6-pounder in range of this building and, like, defend it from the Obersoldaten, which is probably not the hardest thing to do with an AEC in these units. And you don't need the QF 6-pounder to be firing for that long, like, it's quite good against the building, so... but that's not what we're doing. Jibber is just going to elect to play a much more normal style here, and maybe that's fine. You know, if your opponent's doing weird things, maybe just let them do weird things and don't be drawn into messing up your composition because of what they're doing. So anyway, 2 squads of Obersoldaten are now done. We've even got the Vampire STGs finished up on 1. He's going for a second set of Vampires, so if nothing else, that's quite cool. Not often we get to see the infrared STG scopes get used in games on the channel, so that's pretty cool. He's going for a 3rd squad of Obersoldaten. Okay, alright, yeah, alright. I'm starting to see, you know, this composition is starting to look okay. Once that squad comes out, Computer Man may actually have enough muscle to think about, exchanging some fire and maybe not exactly taking fights, but at least being able to contend with UKF units for a little while on the map rather than just having to let them have the map. Hey, what's up, God is an astronaut?
Combat unit ready. Work completed.
Yeah, because Jobber has like really good control of this area, or at least of like the doorstep of the Schwerpanzer HQ. So I don't know. Just as somebody who's played a lot of OKW over the years, I know what it's like to lose your Schwerpanzer HQ like in the earlier stages of the game, and it's almost always game. Like it's so crushingly bad. So I just. Oh, there's some mines here. Oh dear.
Our capture point. They're trying to take
Okay, he's gonna get a Shrek into the scout car. There's another stray Axis unit trying to get some work done over here. Wow, he's spending his munitions so intensely. So he's got basically a Shrek on each Storm Pioneer squad. Gonna be trying to tear through this AEC. But I mean, as long as Jibber doesn't fall asleep, like, there's no way that AEC can die to those units. Barring some spectacular ambush or other, like, super unlucky turn of events for Jibber. And even with the vampire scopes, I mean, they are good. You can see the little torches shining away here. They are cool, but I feel like we need the... no, he's going for a third set of vampire scope STGs. Fair enough. I feel like you want 2 with the vampires, 1 with the LMG-34. But, oh, UKF Sniper. This is an appropriate unit. When your opponent's composition is double Storm Pioneer, triple Oversoldaten, the UKF Sniper is appropriate. That's cool. Yeah, I didn't even think of the UKF Sniper. I mean, again, I think I would have preferred sieging down the Schwerpanzer HQ, but this is fine. You can totally do this. So, okay, it's going to be a Sniper. Or rather, it's going to be the Scottish Sniper, isn't it? Oh no, these Oversoldaten. This is way too many Lee Enfields. Oh no, why are we throwing Bundaroo grenades? Computer man. Just doesn't really feel super well coordinated right now. It's like... And that's okay. You know, that's what the ladder is for. Trying crazy stuff when you feel like it. That's totally acceptable. So here comes the UKF Sniper. Wow, a couple of Oversoldaten actually managed to sneak through and grab fuel. Nice. And we're actually getting to the stage now where Computer Man has actually been alive long enough that they're probably going to be able to use that Schwerpanzer HQ tech to pick a Panzer. They are saving, actually, because, correct me if I'm wrong, they could actually afford a Panzer IV. Oh, sorry, there goes the Panzer IV right on the queue just now. Okay, cool. Alright, so we're going to see a Panzer IV. Okay, if we can keep all these squads alive till the Panzer IV comes out, then, like, that's not the end of the world. That's kind of okay. I suppose then... And I like going for the QF 6-pounder. That with the UKF Sniper and the AEC will help control this Panzer IV for sure. But after this Panzer IV comes out, you could think about getting even a light gun or two, perhaps, to help you control the middle of the map. And then, because the light guns you can put around your Schwerpanzer HQ, and they're quite hard to get to then, and that actually enables you to put down smoke and protective fire, supporting fire, to capture the middle VP. And then, like, let me crack the tack, actually. So, as Computer Man just has to, like, loses a fight and has to retreat with his whole army. So, if you try and hold this area, make your game plan to hold the Schwerpanzer HQ and these 2 victory points with this fuel, okay? That's your, like, default game plan, I guess. You have 2 light guns near the Schwerpanzer HQ for now. The Panzer IV is, like, on mop-up duty, like, being a mobile response unit. The Obersoldaten, with the support of 2 lights, they might be able to hold this area. I don't know. It's a bit of a precarious plan, and you lose to, like, literally any indirect fire from UKF. But UKF don't have the greatest indirect fire options. Like, they're pretty bad. So, as a weakness to the plan, that's actually fine, I guess. You almost force your UKF opponent to start building mortar pits, like here, so that they can shell down your HQ, and I don't know if they want to do that. That doesn't seem great. Mortar pits are so bad. I hate mortar pits. Take away the mortar pit. Give Brits just a mortar squad. Everybody needs one. Come on. It's 2020. Brits need a mortar squad. That's my position on the matter. So I think the Panzer IV there just run over some mines there. Now the AAC can exploit its rear armor. Oh, this is a problem, actually. Oh no, what are we doing with the turret traverse? Okay, smoke gets popped. We can force fire. Oh my god. Gibber. Nice work there. He's going to get out of there. Computer Man taking a couple more hits perhaps than necessary. I don't know, that seemed a little unfortunate there. And now, I mean, the Obersoldaten cannot affect an AEC very well, so they're going to be forced to fall back here. They did grab the cutoff, though, so that's actually pretty cool. That's actually cutting off a reasonable amount of fuel. Oh, he loses the Obersoldaten to a nicely placed set of mines on the fallback path. That's brutal. But it happens. Nicely done, though. Nicely done, Gibber. Just Gibber here in this game just looking like the much safer pair of hands, really. Just taking care of business in a calm and measured way. Just doing UKF things. Not being flustered by the weird style that Computer Man is bringing. And not, in a way, falling temptation to the plan which I sort of been mentioning this whole time of trying to siege down the Schwerpanzer HQ with a QF 6-pounder. I mean, that's a fun plan, and if it works, you basically win. And it is a fragile point in the OKW sort of target, I guess. But I don't know. It's easy to get railroaded into just focusing too many resources on a plan like that. And it's actually also fine just to play a regular UKF game if you're confident that you're better than your opponent. Just try and play. But Computer Man actually has a triple cap right here, just for a second. So, I don't know. And that Panzer IV is still alive. Why is no one repairing it? Okay, now someone's repairing it. Right, that Panzer IV is still alive. So, perhaps there's a way back here? Anyone want to take bets? My money is on Computer Man. Look, it's not a 0% for Computer Man to win here. It's not a 0%. He has good infantry. He has a Panzer IV. And was able just now to actually get a cutoff and grab a triple cap, you know. But the position doesn't look great. This UKF player has the better tech, has the better army. Well, has the better tech, that's up for argument, but has the more sophisticated army. I've also learned the long and hard way. Well, I don't know if it was long and hard, but I've basically learned not to disagree with Creative Name. Creative Name's future sight when it comes to this game is pretty high resolution. Yeah, I mean, double Panzer IV. I mean, every second that goes by right now, I do kind of feel like Computer Man is sort of recovering, to be honest. If we survive to double Panzer IV, I mean, the UKF player is not drowning in fuel right now. That could actually be a problem.
Do as commanded. Organize.
Okay, bold words there. God is an astronaut, potentially retiring from a competitive Company of Heroes 2 forever, claiming that if Computer Man does not win this, they will never play again. Oh, okay, this is the setup we needed. The Panzer IV, oh god! This is the one thing we didn't want to happen. Alright, yeah, so 6-pounder in the AEC here. Do find the stricken Panzer IV. Looks like the Panzer IV may actually escape, like a massive wave of Storm Pioneers to the rescue. They're actually going to dive into the building here, not the worst plan. That may very well enable the Panzer IV to escape, but dude, when your army is this elite, small and fragile, don't be sharking around in fog of war without a metal detector, because you will lose your tanks. That you were a split second away from losing that Panzer IV there. If the QF 6-pounder and the AEC got one more shot each, and we're talking that is a matter of seconds and fractions of seconds, you lose that tank. So this is why we don't shark around in fog of war with units that are unsupported. Alright, the 6-pounder does get decrewed. The Panzer IV is both beaten and battered, but not destroyed. And it's going to be a Cromwell. I guess the Cromwell's fine. You've got decent support. It's not exciting though, is it? I think that that actually defines Jibber Jabber Jobber's style this game. Not exciting, but effective, and that's fine. A safe pair of hands, as I said before. How's this sniper been doing? Only 2 kills, you know, I'm a little surprised at that.
Cromwell gun tank ready for action.
Well, here comes the Cromwell. And some much needed armour now showing up for the UKF. I don't know, somehow this is actually increasingly looking like an actual game. He's going over to 4 squads of Obersoldaten, holy... I mean, this army actually looks like... I hate to say it, but if you look in the top left, look in the top right, I kind of almost like the Axis army better now. 2 Panzer IVs, I mean, if they're fully repaired... It actually doesn't take a lot to go wrong for these Obersoldaten just to kill squads, and if Jibber Jabber Jobber hemorrhages like even one of these Tommy squads, I actually think that this game starts looking really bad. He's going to get the 6-pounder back. That is essential. You have to pick up the 6-pounder. What is he doing? He's not picking it up. Oh no. But the 6-pounder, bro? Did we forget about that? Okay, he gets the 6-pounder back, but it ain't turning. Now it turns. And the Cromwell's gonna... Is he coming arse first with the Cromwell? Ooh, awkward. Okay, loses the... Panzer IV is quite good against infantry, and he's gonna pick off the... He's gonna pick off the QF 6-pounder. That is now destroyed. The hardware gone. And now he has to be careful. The AEC and the Cromwell can manage this fight, but it's going to be difficult. Remember, there's 2 Shreks entering from the north here. Gets the engine damage... or jam, or whatever it is. Is it the tread shooting? The tread shot? Target tread, that's the one. Oh god, he's being super risky with the Cromwell, going around behind to pick up the Panzer IV. That's a mistake, surely. Come on, Jibber Jabber Jobber, you just need to play safe, not risky. I'm a bit worried for Jibber Jabber in this game, man. The Axis player is just stacking fuel now, and it has to be a big cat. It will be a big cat in not too many minutes. Oh, chat is beginning to believe now. Strowing Bird, how did he turn this around? Creative name questioning his sanity. I mean, this is what happens if you let an OKW player do stupid stuff and you don't punish and they get away with the stupid stuff. Then they get to do powerful things. I mean, this has been a very greedy build. You don't normally get to just build Obersoldaten out of an early Schwerpanzer HQ and get away with it. You don't normally get to do that. But when it happens, and it has in this game, well, suddenly you find yourself at like the 23-minute mark with 2 OKW Panzer IVs, 4 Obersoldaten squads who are developing nicely in terms of veterancy. And remember, he lost some Obersoldaten on the mines here, so he would have had 5 squads. 2 squads of Storm Pioneers who have Shreks and are not useless. He has no metal detectors, which is making me turbo nervous. When your army is this elite, you do not want to have your world wrecked by mines. So that is a weakness for Computer Man. And now Jibber is in this position where we've got a pretty typical UKF army, which is fighting a pretty atypical Axis army. And if anything goes wrong, if he loses any of these core infantry squads, or any of his vehicles, I actually feel like Computer Man is in an amazing position then. And like, there's a big tiger, there's a big cat coming. Whether it's going to be a Tiger 1, it will be a Tiger 1 actually. Unless he goes for a Panther, but I mean, you really do want to save for the Tiger 1 here. So, I don't know, Jibber, what's the plan? You know, Computer Man has the triple cap and the double fuel. And is, okay, not double fuel, but like, is out-resourcing you 26 to 16 on fuel. And that's the, wow, he's actually just, no, declines to go for a Tiger 1, is going to go for a 3rd Panzer IV. I think I almost like this. And what is that? Why don't I, oh, is that a Wolverine? No, it's an Achilles, sorry, it's the Achilles. Okay. M10 Achilles on the way. Okay, so we're going to get to see an Achilles. We don't always get to see an Achilles here on the channel, so this is nice. Very rarely, in fact, do we see the Achilles tank destroyer. Here it comes. So what is this? Is this more expensive than a Wolverine? or less. I know nothing about this unit. Somebody help me out. Creative name, you're pretty knowledgeable. Somebody tell me what this unit does. Okay, here it is. 80 fuel, 300 manpower, 10 unit cap. And it has flanking speed. Huh, that's pretty cool. Independently of hammer tech, you get a blitz type effect. At veteran 1 you get the HVAP shells. Okay. I mean, sure, when your opponent has 3 Panzer IVs, I understand the instinct to purchase tank destroyer. That makes sense to me. We'll have to see whether it's any good. Oh, UKF sniper getting caught out here. STG's encroaching in rapidly. The air landing officer, or whatever his name is, the assault officer trying to do his best to help here. The Achilles and the AEC doing their best to deal with this Panzer IV, but it ain't enough. And as soon as the other Panzers show up, this is going to be bad. Oh god, he loses a Tommy squad somewhere. I think Jibber Jabber Jobber might be losing this one, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, the Wolverine... Sorry, not the Wolverine. The Achilles is... Is it going to be enough? Oh no, the Cromwell gets caught out in front of 3 Panzer IVs. Oh, this is a lot of damage. Some kind of ability coming in here. It's smoke. Now the AEC comes across. Oh, lots of smoke coming down. Both players want to disengage with all their units intact. But look at the top left, look at the top right. Computer Man, to be honest, really can just boss this game now, I feel like. You know, don't do anything stupid, but you can shove the UKF player around a little bit here, and he is. Look at the map. Just taking the triple cap. And has the cutoff. God damn. Oh, Jibber. I feel for you, bro, because, you know, of all the games that I could have cast, we seem to be casting one where you got off to an amazing start, but may very well lose the game. So good news for you, God is an astronaut. You may well be able to continue playing Company of Heroes 2. Alright, so the sniper up to 6 kills now. Amazing. Look how valuable... I mean, he's been taking a lot of shots into vehicles. That's where a lot of this veterancy has come from. But look how valuable Obersoldaten are. He got, like, maybe 20% of a star of his second star of veterancy by killing an Obersoldaten. Like, these are high-priority dudes to be giving. So it's nice to see the boys 55... taking a toll out here, and he gets a squad of Obersoldaten. That's what we needed. All right, Jibber. Signs of life here. And the another Wolverine, sorry, Achilles on the way. Yeah, okay, M10. Sorry, okay, creative name. I mean, it is the M10 Wolverine, right? So the Achilles is probably just the British name for it. Like, the British use their own names for all of the vehicles that the Americans lent them for various reasons. Oh god, the Cromwell here, though. This is a lot of Panzer IV. The Cromwell in a bad way. The sniper forced off. The AEC is here. The other Wolverine, sorry, the other Achilles, damn it, is oh god, come on, let's get the AEC moving. Be moving. Be moving. Oh my god, an AEC that's moving may feasibly not die. The one that's stationary is definitely going to die to these Panzer IVs. And now the Panzer IVs are coming in. They want the Achilles. The Cromwell is on death's door. Is going to get destroyed by the Faust-toting Storm Pioneers. I feel like the Cromwell was just kind of forgotten about. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that's game. Oh no. I'm sorry, Jibber. I'm so sorry that I cast this game of yours. Don't worry though. We all know that we all have games like this. This is RTS, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no. We all have games like this. Okay, alright. Sometimes this happens, man. You know? Sometimes this happens. Doesn't matter how good you are, sometimes you lose games to people doing weird stuff. And that's why we love RTS. That's why we keep watching. Wow. Okay. Well, so what I'm going to say is, okay, there was a period, and it felt like it was like maybe 7 or 8 minutes long. It was a long period where Jibber Jabber Jobber had domination of the field, and Computer Man was looking really ropey. And basically all of Computer Man's eggs were in this Schwerpanzer HQ basket. And there was quite a long time there where I think Jibber Jabber Jobber could have identified that destroying the Schwerpanzer HQ would have probably just been a sort of a neck snap victory. Like, that would have ended the game more or less immediately. I don't really see how Computer Man could have played a game from there. And to destroy the Schwerpanzer HQ, you really just need the one QF6 pounder. It will kill it pretty quick. And you just sit on the edge of its range here. Just do the attack ground. You don't even need line of sight. As soon as you know it's there, you just use the attack ground. And all you have to do is defend this position. or wherever it is you want to take shots from, like here or here. I mean, there's a lot of places you could try and do it from. Here is fine as well. I guess my only advice to Jibber Jabber Jobber on that one would be, if you see this kind of thing happening again, probably think about trying to just destroy this Fair Panzer HQ again, because I think that the window was there. I think you could have done it without too much hassle. So there we go. Wow. Tough game. Harsh. That's the reality of playing RTS, though. You never know what's going to happen to you on the ladder. That's the thrill. That's the excitement. And hopefully next time I cast a game from Jibber Jabber Jobber, it will be a more representational display. Because I feel like we've just caught the one game where Jibber Jabber Jobber just didn't quite capitalize on an early game lead. And that's really unfortunate, because I've got a lot of respect for Jibber. So anyway, cool. Right. Well, unfortunately, that is actually all I have time for today. Got to get back to work, because, that's life, isn't it? But I had a lot of fun casting those games. Both of them, actually. The Homeworld Deserts of Karat game was sick, and that one was also really good fun as well. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Appreciate it that on a random Monday of all days, a midday, we're able to get up to a decent amount of viewers. At least for me. I mean, I have no expectations when it comes to viewers, but that's really cool. And I'll be back next Monday, and have a good week. And good luck on the ladder to all of you out there. And this for now, Magpie 842 signing out.